Imagine this for a moment. What if one simple daily habit could make your legs stronger, your balance steadier, and your body feel younger than it has in years? And all it asked from you was your time and a little patience. For those who feel their legs are getting weaker and worry about stairs, sitting, standing, and moving freely, this video may quietly change the way you think about your body and what it is still capable of becoming. Today we are going to talk about something incredibly simple, but deeply powerful. We are going to talk about spending 30 minutes a day in squatting movements and how this one daily practice can slowly rebuild your lower body, improve how you move, protect your joints, and possibly bring back strength you thought was gone forever. I want you to stay with me, listen closely, and picture your own life as we go step by step through it. Because this is not about looking athletic or showing off. This is about staying independent, active, and confident as the years pass. Let's begin with something most of us never really think about. Our ancestors did not spend their days sitting in chairs, couches, cars, and office seats. For thousands of years, the natural resting position for humans was the deep squat. People cooked in squats, talked in squats, worked in squats, and rested in squats. Because of this, their hips, knees, ankles, and muscles stayed flexible, strong, and able to support the entire body without trouble. Modern life changed that, and today, many of us barely squat at all unless we absolutely have to. Over time, the body quietly adapts to this lack of movement by stiffening up. The hips get tight, the knees get uncomfortable, the ankles lose their range of motion, and slowly, walking, bending, and standing become harder than they should be. This is where daily squat practice comes in. When you spend 30 minutes each day doing controlled squatting movements, at your own pace, without rushing, you start to remind your body what it was originally designed to do. At first, you may feel uncomfortable, a little shaky, or unsure about your ability. You may feel your muscles complaining because they are waking up after years of being underused. But if you continue gently, without forcing anything, something wonderful begins to happen. Your nervous system relearns the pattern. Your joints start moving more naturally. The muscles of your thighs, hips, glutes, and even your core begin to grow stronger and more supportive. I want you to think about your legs not as a separate part of the body, but as the foundation of your entire life. When your lower body is weak, everything feels heavier. Simple things such as getting out of bed, standing up from a chair, walking across a room, or carrying groceries feel like extra effort. But when your lower body is strong, everyday life feels lighter. Squatting trains your body to support your weight, stabilize your movements, and react quickly when you lose balance. That means fewer stumbles, fewer close calls, and more control over your movements. Many people fear squats because they think they will hurt their knees. In reality, poorly done squats and sudden heavy loading are what hurt the knees, not the squat itself. When done slowly, with good form, squats actually help protect the knees by strengthening the muscles around them. Imagine your knee joint surrounded by powerful, supportive muscle that absorbs impact instead of letting the joint suffer. That is exactly what happens when you practice squats consistently. Your knee does not carry the full load anymore because your muscles step in and handle more of the work. Another powerful benefit of daily squatting is improved circulation. Every time you bend and stand repeatedly, you are helping push blood through your legs, carrying oxygen and nutrients to tissues that may not be getting enough regular movement. For people who sit for long periods, this is extremely important. Poor circulation can make the legs feel heavy, swollen, and tired. With daily squats, blood begins to flow more easily. Warmth returns to stiff muscles, and the legs feel more alive and capable. Then there is the role of squats in strengthening your core. You might think of squats as only a leg exercise, but they are actually a full body movement. Your abdominal muscles, lower back, and deep stabilizers all work together to keep your torso upright. Over time, this helps reduce lower back strain because your body learns to distribute effort more evenly. When your core becomes more stable, your posture improves, your balance gets better, and everyday movements feel smoother and safer. Let's talk for a moment about what 30 minutes really means. I am not saying you need to sit at the bottom of a deep squat without moving for half an hour. Instead, think of it like this. You are spending 30 minutes practicing different squat positions, resting, adjusting, standing, moving gently, and letting your body work through the motion. Some people might break it up into small segments throughout the day, while others may complete it in one session. Both approaches are fine, because what matters most is consistency. The more often you do it, the more natural it becomes. The beautiful thing is that this practice grows with you. In the beginning, you might hold onto a table or chair for support. Your squat might not be deep, and that is perfectly fine. As your body adapts, your depth gradually increases, your stability improves, and you begin to move more fluidly. There is no finish line, and no pressure to match anyone else. You simply become a little better than you were yesterday. Many people notice an emotional change as well. When your body starts to move with ease again, you begin to feel proud, hopeful, and more connected to your strength. Exercise stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like self-care. 30 minutes becomes your time, your daily ritual, where you check in with yourself and remind your body that it still has power and purpose. This shift in mindset can be incredibly motivating, especially for older adults who sometimes feel that decline is unavoidable. Squatting daily gently challenges that belief by showing your body that improvement is still possible, even at later stages of life. Let's also talk about safety, because that matters. Move slowly. Keep your chest lifted. Allow your knees to follow the direction of your toes. Never bounce or force yourself into painful positions. Pain is not a signal to push harder. It is a signal to adjust, shorten the movement, or rest. If needed, place a chair behind you and practice sitting and standing repeatedly, which is simply a form of squatting that feels familiar and safer. Over time, as confidence grows, you can gradually deepen the movement. As days pass, something subtle happens. Standing up becomes easier. Getting into and out of the car feels smoother. Climbing stairs no longer feels like climbing a mountain. Your steps become lighter, your breathing becomes steadier, and your confidence begins to shine through your movements. Your brain starts trusting your legs again, and that trust changes everything about how you carry yourself. 30 minutes of daily squatting is not a miracle cure. It does not erase every problem, and it will not work overnight. But it is one of the most natural ways to restore the function of the lower body, and it asks for nothing except consistency, patience, and respect for your own pace. Day by day, muscle fibers rebuild, joints loosen, and the body remembers how to move the way it was meant to move. And as you progress, you might notice something else. Your energy increases, your metabolism becomes more active, and your entire body begins to benefit from the work your legs are doing. So imagine yourself a few months from now. You bend down to pick something up without hesitation. You rise from a chair smoothly. You walk with a sense of freedom rather than careful caution. That future version of you is not unrealistic. It is simply the result of small choices, repeated every single day, with intention and care. Your legs have carried you through life, and they deserve the strength that comes from regular use. If there is one message I hope you carry with you, it is this. Your lower body is not too old or too weak to rebuild. It simply needs to be reminded, trained gently, and given time. 30 minutes a day may sound like a lot at first, but it soon becomes a calming personal habit, a promise you make to your health, and a gift your future self will be deeply grateful for. Stay patient, move slowly, listen to your body, and allow this simple practice to guide you back towards strength, balance, and confidence. And one day you will look back and realize that the transformation did not happen in a single dramatic moment. It happened quietly, in the daily choice to squat, breathe, move, and believe in your ability to change.